This is a video tutorial to show you how to work the twisted corner. So I've got a little swatch here to show you how to get started, because first we have a setup corner. So I start the new round with a chain 1, and in preparation to make it easier to find the first stitch to work into, I'm going to place a stitch marker in the first single crochet on the next side here. And now I'm going to start the first twisted corner. For that I'm going to work around the first single crochet on the next side here, like that. Then I'll make a chain 2, and now I'm going to work around the last single crochet of the previous side, like that. Okay, now I'm going to continue to work on the next side here, well, on this side, and I've placed a stitch marker here so I can easily find the next stitch I need to work into. So now it was very clear which single crochet I need to work in. When I come to the next side, it can be a little bit confusing. So again, I'm going to place my stitch marker here. And now I need to be careful not to work around this single crochet, because this is from the current round, but I need to work around the single crochet from the previous round. Well, first I work around the single crochet, the first single crochet on the next side of the previous round, chain 2, and now I'm going to work around the last single crochet that was made in the corner in the previous round, not this one, this one, like that. And again I just continue simply in the next round, on the next side I mean. So you see, and there is my twist. So I'll be working around. Let me just quickly show you one more time. If you want to work without stitch markers, it is just as easy. So working around the first single crochet on the next side, chain 2, and working around the last single crochet or the last stitch, whatever it was, on the previous side. Most likely it will be a single crochet, and then I work into the top loops of that first stitch, that single crochet I worked around. I'm going to just continue to work around one more time, working around the first single crochet on the next side, chain 2, work around the last single crochet of the previous side, and then continue by working in the first stitch of the side, which is the one that I worked around. And then when I'm here at the end of the round, I just worked over the last single crochet. Let's quickly count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slip stitch into the first, that's 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches. Now I'm going to work the next round, which is the normal, I can remove that, which is the normal twisted corner. It's not a setup anymore. So for the normal twisted corner, I'm working around the second front post DC I made around the single crochet. That was the second one that I made, and I'm working around that. Now again, chain 2, and now I have to fiddle a little bit. I'm working around the first front post DC that I made in the corner, and that's where I work my second DC around. And again, I work in the first stitch, which is the front post DC that I just worked around. And let's do the same on the next corner as well. Working in the last stitch here, and then I'm going to work a front post DC around the second front post DC that I made in the previous round. That's now my first front post DC made around another DC, or made another front post DC. Double crochet, chain 2, and then I just fiddle a little bit, and I work around the front post DC that I made in the previous round. That was the second, the first, and now it is the second. Again, working in the top loops, and you will see, because here is the chain from the previous round, and you see I worked around this front post, and that's the first, whoops, that is the first stitch I work into with a single crochet. So that is your twisted corner, and you just continue that. You see, in the first setup you have a difference between the starting corner and the next corner. Just have to be careful which single crochet to work around, but once you've made that setup corner, it's really easy. You just work around those front post DCs. So that's all that there is to the twisted corner. And now that you know how to work it, I hope you incorporate it in your designs.